Thank God.
Good morning, my DG. This is Femi Olale from Rotary Club of Okwebima. Happy New Year, ma.
I wish you same.
Yes, ma. Thank you, ma.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, DJ. This is Bjorn Aderoju, Rotary Club of Lagos Central.
Good afternoon. How are you today?
I'm okay, ma. Thank you, ma.
Good to see you.
Thank you, ma. Yes, ma. Same to you, ma.
Good afternoon, my teacher. Grace on the line.
Grace, how are you? Good to see you. Afternoon.
I'm doing great, ma. Are you?
I am fine. We thank God.
Yes, ma. Yes, ma.
Good afternoon, our district governor. Happy New Year.
I wish you same, my AG, Pascal. Thanks for being here. Good morning.
Good morning, my DG. PP Oterano Kapo here. Wishing you a happy New Year.
Okafor, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, my DG. I'm fine. Thank you.
My condolences once more for your loss.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay. May you so rest in peace.
Amen. I received your letter. I'll respond in a short while.
Thank you.
So much. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Good morning, my DG.
Good morning.
Shout out President of the Club of Gatari.
Good morning.
Yes. Good morning, ma.
Happy New Year.
How are you, ma?
I'm fine.
Same to you, ma.
Happy New Year, ma. From Benny.
Benny, Happy New Year. Good to see you.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Fine. My PhD, Kate Ayeniba, is that you?
Miami Ebu DG, good morning.
Good morning.
This is Musa from Yanoyesi.
Oh, Isiaka, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good to see you today. Happy New Year.
Yes, we are happy to meet you, ma.
Thank you. Rotrano Moye, Ivota, Happy New Year. Good morning. Good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Good morning, ma. Happy New Year, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning and Happy New Year, my DG. I am Rotarian Jena from Rotary Club Lagos, Palm State.
Yes,
Thank
good
you.
morning. How are you today? Good to see
thank
you.
God, I'm in office, madam. I'm in office. So everything is fine. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Nice to see you.
Thank you. Same to you, madam. Same to everybody. Everybody, Happy New Year.
Thank you. We're just trying to save time for more people to come online so that we can start.
Fellow Rotarians, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Rotarian Abayomi Benson.
Yeah.
Happy New Year to Rotarian Abiodun Aderoju. Happy New Year, my PP, Alozie, the man that wants to keep us fit with Rosfet. Happy New Year, Rotarian Charles Abayomi. Happy New Year, CP, Oba of RC Shagamu. Fellow Rotarians, I just want to welcome all of you. And with me today to anchor this event will be a member of our public image committee, Rotarian Achime. Achime, Happy New Year. How are you? I understand you are still in your village. Rotarian Arinze. Rotarian Arinze.
Yeah.
How are you?
Good day. I'm good, my
Good day.
good.
Yes, we want to see your face. Or are you in front of your OB, your village? They don't want us to see.
No, I'm in the east, so but I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine. Good days, my good chair. It's a pleasure seeing you this new year. And the DG, seeing the DG and other great Rotarians. It's a pleasure. And I'm glad we made it to 2024.
Thank you. You can go off. It's like the video is making your network to freeze a bit. So you can go off the video so that we can.
Oh.
Okay. On this call, we have Rotarian Uche Okugu from Rotary Club of Brampton. Brampton is in in Toronto. Fellow Rotarians, I think we will start. We are about 40 on the call. We will start at exactly 12:15. My DG, are we permitted to start at 12:15?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Because we can't be waiting endlessly for those that want to join late. They can join as we go ahead. So 12:15 we start. Can you hear me? Hello, Mike. Can you hear me?
My DG, I'm not, I think the chairman's network is a bit fluctuating. That's why it hasn't responded yet. But probably by 12:15 we can start, I guess.
Yes. We'll start by 12:15.
Okay. Good day, everybody. I see we are joining. The numbers are increasing a bit. And
can be taking recognitions. We can take recognitions of members that are joining until 12:15, then we start.
So we have Able Rotary and Abayomi Benson. Okay. All right. So it's already 12:15. So we can start now. I think we'll start with the Rotary Grace.
Start by the DJ calling the meeting to order.
Okay.
Good morning once again, fellow Rotarians. Happy New Year to all of us. We thank God for bringing us into year 2024 in good health. And we want to believe that the same God that brought us into 2024 will lead us through this whole year for the remaining half of the Rotary year and yet into 2025. I want to acknowledge the presence of all the district leaders that are here this morning. I want to also acknowledge the presence of all Rotarians, my presidents. I acknowledge you all. All Rotarians here present, I acknowledge you all, and I say good morning to us all. By virtue of the power vested in me as your district governor, I hereby call this meeting to order. Can we all share the Rotary Grace?
Oh Lord and Giver of all good, we praise thee for our daily food. May
Rotary friends and Rotary help us. Achime. Brothers.
Thank you, Rotary
Arinze. Your network in your village is what Arinze.
Mike, I know you have to coordinate this with Arinze.
Yes.
Doesn't seem to be in a position to carry.
Yes, I will mute him. We'll mute him.
Yes, and please mute him because his music, his TV is singing or his laptop.
Yes.
So do I take it that we have recognized all the district leaders that are online? Recognition?
Yes, we have. We have.
Okay.
We have. I have muted him.
Okay. So thank you very much, fellow Rotarians. I welcome you all into this half of the Rotary year and into a brand new year, 2024. We survived first half year for Rotary.
We are working.
We are wanting what? I'm not hearing. Can you all hear me?
Please go ahead, my DJ. We can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. So we want to appreciate God for bringing us all very healthy. I can see lively faces, beautiful faces this morning, and I know that we're all doing well. We thank God for his grace in our lives, and we pray that this second half of this Rotary year will be better than the first half. And that this year, 2024, will be a glorious year for us all to the end of the year. And God will also see us into year 2025 in good health and in prosperity. So we pray in Jesus' name. Amen. Last Rotary year was a beautiful one. And I want to thank all of us here this morning for being part of that wonderful year. The first half of the Rotary year has gone. Year 23. It's a blessed year to me because we came out alive. Some people couldn't make it out alive out of year 2023. So long as we're alive and we're healthy, I want to thank God. And I know that this year will be a better one for all of us. The first half of the year came with a lot of vibrancy, a lot of activities, a lot of trainings, a lot of support for the district, and all the clubs did absolutely well. And I want to thank the presidents and members of every club for their support and dedication to service of humanity for the first half of the Rotary year. And I want to believe that we'll take this same dedication and support into the next half of the Rotary year. The days are already counting, and I'm marking the calendar. We have barely 6 months to conclude what we have to do for this Rotary year and then hand over seamlessly. And I'm looking forward to that day, 30th of June, when we will be handing over. But it will be nice to hand over a better district, an improved position from what we have before to the next DGs. And like you all know, I'll be handing over to 2 DGs, 911 and 9112. As I speak with you now, the 2 DGs are out there in Orlando for the International Assembly, which is the last training they have to undergo before assuming the office as our district governor. So they traveled over the weekend. They are all there now. Their trainings have started, and we will await them on their return because they will come back more vibrant and more vigorized to take up the district for the next 2 or 3 years. Having said all this, once again, I want to thank all Rotarians for their support. Let's look at some key items of our achievements for last 2 or 3 years. Like we all know, membership and foundation is one of the major priorities of RI. And I can't say for sure whether we have done very well in these 2 areas. Let's take membership, for instance. As at 31st December, our district alone lost about 424 Rotarians were delisted by clubs. I know clubs have been held for so many times, don't delete, don't do this, all that, because of our districting. And they all went to town this Rotary year to delete what they could not have deleted for the past 4 or 5 years. And that has put us in a very bad position because as of today, we are negative on membership. I pleaded with most clubs that as we're deleting, let's also try to attract new members into Rotary to take over the vacant positions that you have deleted so that at least that if nothing else, let status quo be maintained. But most of us have not done that. We just went ahead to delete without making effort to attract new members. Some clubs also made serious efforts because I know while going around the clubs for my DG visit, I have done a lot of, or witnessed a lot of inductions of new members, quality members at that, into Rotary. What I'm not very sure of is if the clubs have reported all the inductions that had been done through all through last 2 or 3 years. So I want to plead with clubs, presidents, secretaries, and the club admin. If you have inducted new members into your club and you are yet to upload these new members into Rotary Central, please, after today's interactive section, kindly do so to help our district. If you induct members and you don't report them on Rotary Club Central, we will not have the records and our records will not be updated. So please kindly update your records in the Rotary Club Central, upload the new inductees and so that they can be assigned RI numbers, which makes them a complete Rotarian. And that way it will cushion the effects of the massive deletion that was done last half of the Rotary year. I want to also use this opportunity to beg our presidents. Enough of deletion, no. You have done well. A club even deleted 47 members in one day. Some clubs deleted 22, some 30, some 18, some 12, 10, in various ways. Please, I'm pleading with presidents. Yes, we have gotten our approval for delisting, but RI is looking at it too. Did we just put in these members just to have our districting approval? Or are we really what we have positioned ourselves to be? And it will be important that at the end of this Rotary year, that we hand over membership figure to the 2 districts that will be what the expectation of RI, because they are watching, and they are watching the records, they're watching all the deletions and everything that's going on. And it is not right. I have gotten a lot of calls, even from the regional offices, to ask what is happening in our district. Why is there massive deletion? It's attracting a lot of attention to the district, not in a very positive manner, but in a negative manner. So I want to plead, let's stop deletion for now. We have done enough. We can hold on. We have been holding on. By now, RI invoice is already done. If you delete anybody now, it will not affect your invoice. The invoice from RI is ready for dispatch. They have already picked their figures at a particular date. So any deletion you do now will not affect the invoice of your dues to RI, because the invoice is already made and that has to be paid. So please, let's do this deletion in a very good manner. What I expect this second half of this Rotary year is additions, not deletions. I expect inaugurations, inductions of new members. I expect new members to be uploaded in the Rotary Club Center. I expect to see our figures rising and not this negative position that we find ourselves today. We have -424 in our district. We started this Rotary year with 4,667 Rotarians. As of today, we have less than 4,002. That is not good enough for us. So please, my presidents and members of the Rotary Clubs, district leaders, all our hands have to be on deck to solve this problem. It is not just our district, it's like a universal problem that we must find a solution for it. I know most clubs too have not paid their dues, because when you tell them don't delete, they will ask me who will pay the dues. But if you have not deleted as of today, please don't delete anymore, because it will not affect your dues anymore. The figures for the dues is already taken. So please help us to help ourselves. And I want to believe that my plea this morning to our presidents and all Rotarians and district leaders here present will not just go unheard. I know you have heard my voice. I am pleading, please, once again, let's stop deleting. We have deleted enough in one Rotary year. Let's upload and make more efforts to attract more people than to delete. We can do the deletion in a systematic manner. Enough of this Rotary year. By next Rotary year, if you have any reason to delete, that also can be looked at. And as you're deleting, you're also making an effort to attract new members and induct them to cover up the space that has been deleted. So I look forward to more inductions, and I look forward to a growth in our membership figures. Every induction that was already done this Rotary year, we have lost that figure by the number of deletions. So we need to bring up new inductions, attract new members to be able to opt our membership figures. Then I also want to look at Rotary Foundation. I thank all the Rotarians that have donated to the foundation. Before the end of the Rotary year, I had sent out messages pleading with Rotarians that if you already made up your mind, your pledges that you made on how much to give to the foundation this Rotary year, and you have the money already, Please do it before December 31st, because I had the knowledge that the rate was going to go up after December. And in this January, our rate for the foundation has changed from 789 to 897. God will continue to strengthen us in our service to humanity. I also don't want to believe that because the rate is changing, we will not cease to be who we are. We are Rotarians, we are known givers, and we give, not because we have too much money or because we don't know what to do with our money, but we give for what the money is used by the foundation to do, which is doing projects around the world and touching lives, saving souls, and that is what the money is used for. So for that reason, I want to plead that we continue to give to the foundation. I thank everyone that had donated in the first half of the year. By December 31st, we had a figure of about 256. We closed the year with about $256,000. That is a far cry to our target for this Rotary year. I also understand the fact that the exchange rates, the fuel increase, and all that has affected us tremendously and affected our budget. I want to say, if you had even budgeted to give 500 before, give whatever you have, rather than not give at all. Give whatever you have budgeted initially, no matter how many figures that will give you under the foundation. It may not have given you the same 1,000 or 10,000 or 5,000 you earmarked before. But at least if you pay the same amounts, if not 1,000, it can be 700 or 800. Let's not focus on the points we get from the foundation, but focus on the need to be able to donate to the foundation. For polio, we have a figure of about 46,000 as at the end of December 31st. All added, we have about 256. Total donation to the foundation. We need to do more. Please contribute to the foundation. And if you do, you know the account we are using is District 9125. The district do not have access to that account. I don't get alerts from that account. I don't have access. I can't even access the account. For that reason, it is very important that once you make a donation into that Zenith account, please forward it to Helen at the district office. Helen in the accounts office is in charge of the foundation. The essence of forwarding that payment to her is for her to update RI with the payment and then report it appropriately with your ID, your name, and the name of your club, so that your recognition will not go unnoticed, your donation will not go unrecognized. RI has a lot of funds coming in from even from other districts into that same account. So if you don't report your donation and you just transfer money to that account without reporting it, it may just be hanging. I know the Rotary Regional Office has a lot of unreconciled figures, and that is as a result of Rotarians that have given but did not report their given. And as such, they can't just see a name and attribute that name to one particular club or one particular individual. Because at times we have same name, common names, you have it in multiples. So you must report it appropriately before RI, Regional Office, can take in the figures and credit your account under the foundation accordingly. So please, as we give, let's report our giving. And let's make up our mind this second half of the Rotary year to be able to give adequately. Please donate generously. The foundation needs your donation. The district needs your donation because it's what we give that actually comes back to the district as DDF. So if we don't do well in foundation this Rotary year, the subsequent governors coming after me may not even have any money to share as district designated fund, because it's 50% of what we have that will come back to the district. So please, for the sake of continuity and for the sake of our help for humanity and our service to humanity, please donate generously. Don't look at the figures, don't look at the rates, don't be deterred. in this our journey for humanity. Let's continue to touch lives in every possible way we can. My prayer is that God will continue to replenish our purses and open the windows of financial blessings so that people can give in joy and in peace. Once again, I thank everyone that have given. And I also thank those that are yet to give, because I know that they will still give. For people that have made pledges, please, I beg you, kindly redeem your pledges. Either your pledges as Polio Plus Society members or your pledges as Pohari Society members. We know that when you belong to Pohari Society, you have pledged to give a minimum of $1,000 every Rotary year. And for Polio Society, you have pledged to give a minimum of $100 every Rotary year to support the foundation. And we should be able to live up to expectation and honor our pledges. There is a lot of outstanding pledges done by Rotarians during my visit. I plead with them to please begin to redeem these pledges one after the other in order to grow our foundation. On that note also, for those that have, for the Pohari Society members, the chairman of the Pohari Society member will come up with a date when we have to honor every Pohari Society member that had given $1,000 to the society for this Rotary year. But for this Friday, which is the 12th of January, when we are having the evening with the district governor, by 1 p.m., we have also set that day aside, 1 p.m. on that 12th, for everyone that had given to the Polio Plus Society as a member to be at the district office, to be decorated by the DG and to be appreciated for what you have done to the foundation. So please, if you have given $100 for Polio Plus this year, kindly find time to be at the district office by 1 p.m. to be decorated and appreciated by the DG. For the Pohari Society members, that will come up on a later date when I have an agreement with the chairman accordingly. May I also bring it to your notice that I have been able to visit 82 clubs in our district, 82 out of 146. We are trying, we'll get there. So many clubs are not ready for the DG. I understand that things are hard. That is one of the responsibilities of the club to host the DG, at least for one visit. Most clubs, when it is time for their visit, they will call in and postpone. We are not ready. We are not ready. Please be ready. The calendar for this remaining half of the year will be released by my secretary. Any day you have found that has been slated for your club, please don't call in to change that date because we don't have space in the calendar anymore. The more you move the dates, the more you cluster the calendar and to now come back to visit these clubs. And it is my responsibility to pay at least one visit to the club. Please forget about the food and the drinks or the gifts and all that. Just be there to receive the DG and the entourage. And then let me look at your books and put down 1 or 2 words of advice or whatever I can do to help the club. It's not all about food and drinks. It's about us having to come to take care of our responsibilities and do what we need to do for the club survival. So please, I beg you, don't shift your visits anymore. I will not be able to entertain any more shifts this Rotary year. By the time the calendar is shared, you will see it that the dates are all filled. So if you say you won't be available for your date, I don't know what other dates that can be given to you. The only alternative that will be left for you is to ask all of you to now come to the district office on one day, and then we have a joint visit and all that. I'm sure you will not like that as a club. You prefer to have the DG visit your club like on any other club and to perform my duties accordingly. So please get ready for the DG and don't change your dates anymore. For the dates that have already been changed, due to time constraint. Please, when you see your new dates on the calendar, kindly bear with us and accept the new dates accordingly, because it was born out of a shortage of time and no space in the calendar. We're constrained to shift some days. Kindly accept it as you see it. We all know, like I said earlier, that the districting committee, a committee has been set up to see to the districting arrangement so that we can, I wouldn't want to call it separation, so that we can divide seamlessly into the next Rotary year. The committee is working very hard. They are taking their inventories and everything, and they will soon come up with a position that will be shared to all Rotarians. So kindly bear with us as the committee is still working, and in no distant time, we'll come up with a report which has to be shared. But I want to assure you that just like the Rotarians we are, the peace-loving Rotarians that give peace at all costs, we will be districting seamlessly without any rigor or anything, and everybody will be happy at the end of the day. The clubs that are in 911 and the clubs that are in 9112 will all go into their district and be ready to work with their incoming district governments. We have the RI president visiting Nigeria. Between the 15th, he will be arriving in Nigeria on the morning of 15th to depart 18th morning. But the way the program is drawn, it's not going to be in Lagos. RI president is coming to Nigeria, but he will land and depart from Abuja. He will land Abuja on the 15th and depart from Abuja on the 15th. So all the programs that will be lined up for the RI visit will be in Abuja in its environs. So we will have to travel from here to Abuja to be on ground to welcome him and to be with him for all the programs for the days he will be in Nigeria until he leaves. All Rotarians are welcome. If you can afford it for that period, 15th to 18th, to be nice to see your faces in Abuja so that we can jointly be there to receive our RI president and welcome him to Nigeria, and see to it that he has an enjoyable trip with his spouse either for the period they will be here until they depart. Our Rotary International Director, Patrick Chisanga, will also be in Nigeria for that period with him, because he will be arriving also a day before the arrival of the district of the RI president, to wait for him and join the 4 governors to the airport to receive him on the morning of the 15th. So you are all invited. The district will not be able to bear your costs, so that if you can afford it, please find time. I'll be glad to see you in Abuja with us to welcome the RI president. I have spoken for some time now. I want to be able to entertain some questions. This is supposed to be an interactive section. It's not just for DG to talk. I have shared out some key items of what has happened within our district for the first quarter, first half of the year. I want to have reactions. I want to hear my Rotarians. I want to hear opinions. I want to hear comments from you. What you think. Is there areas you think we have not done well, and you think the reason for not doing well is this? Please speak up. I'm here to listen and to rub minds with you, so that if there are areas that need improvement going into this next half of the year, we can begin to correct those mistakes, if there is any. And if there are no mistakes, or you have comments of what will make us do better, or advice or suggestions that will make us do better in this next Rotary, half of the Rotary year, please feel free to speak with your DG, and I'm here to listen. The essence of this interactive section is to hear you speak, to exchange ideas, to listen to areas that needs improvement, and to also hear if there are areas we have made mistake in the past that needs to be corrected going forward. So I am here, my chairman.
Thank you very much, my DG. Thank you very much. Fellow Rotarians, I think the long and short, like they say, of what the DG has said, is that she wants to finish very strong. And she cannot do that without your support and your contribution. So this platform, like you all know, is an interactive one. She's spoken for a while. She wants to hear from the other side. Anything, any issue at all that is Rotary related that you want to discuss to the DG, this is the opportunity. Just before we acknowledge, I want to acknowledge the Executive Secretary of the district, PAG Tayo Adilaja. I know he joined us earlier and we didn't recognize the engine room who has been making things flow in the district. So fellow Rotarians, the floor is open. The floor is open. You kindly indicate by using the icon, or you just put your questions on the chat room and then we'll react to it. I'll take Rotarian Femi Olaleye Obausi Okpebi. Rotarian, yes. Please unmute yourself and speak, please. Sorry, Rotarian Olaleye, I think muted you. Unmute yourself and speak, please.
Okay, good afternoon. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, we can. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much, my district chair, image maker. Thank you so very much, my district governor, for that your presentation, which is very well appreciated. My major concern has to do with your observation on the issue of membership and the great number of members that has been deleted. My question would be, we have a situation where many of our members have not even paid their annual dues, right, as at December or even as we speak. And when the first RI invoice came, the club took it upon itself in anticipation that these members will eventually make payment. And here we are at the end of almost at the middle of January now, or okay, let me even say first week of January. Some of these members have not even got it fit to even pay an installment in parts, no matter how small it is. All right. And now, if we have to wait for them, don't you think it will be, the pressure will be on the club to still go ahead and make this payment? And at the end of the day, the club has to write such expenses as a loss in its book. So I would really want to have your idea on this, ma, if you don't mind. Thank you, ma. That's just my concern.
Thank you very much. If you listened while I was speaking earlier, I said as at now, Rotary International had already drawn their invoices. So any club that has not deleted as at 31st December, even if you delete now, it will not have any effect because the invoice is already drawn and you have to pay. Because as at the dates they took record of your membership, that was the figure that you have. And all I'm pleading, just like we pleaded with all the clubs last Rotary year, we knew you have a lot of burden you're carrying as clubs. But because we were districting and we didn't want massive deletion to affect our districting, like it affected 9125. 9125 applied for districting like we did. Because they could not manage the massive deletion or the rate of deletion in their districts, and their membership, instead of growing, was declining. RI refused to approve their districting, and it's giving them time to see how their membership drive will go before they can actually decide whether to give it to them or not. I will say we count ourselves very lucky to have gotten that approval from ARAI. And that is because we were able to manage the problems we had and held on, like the district leaders begged the clubs to say, please hold on, don't delete last year to enable us get that district in. Then now we have gotten the district in. And this year, everybody went to town with massive deletion. Almost every club deleted. And I can't say for sure that all the clubs that deleted actually attracted members to update on the Rotary Club Central to at least cover up for the number of people that were removed. And the question is, yes, we got approval from ARAI. ARAI is still looking at our books. They will not say, all these members, did we just realize that they were owing dues and all that? Did they just get bad overnight? We have a way of managing our members, and all I'm saying, please, districting will not be done totally until 1st July, when we hand over to the 2 districts. And ARAI is watching the figures, the way it's going. So it's like, if you ask me, they may be thinking we cooked up our books last Rotary year just to get the approval. And the moment the approval had come in, we now remove everybody we have added into the books to enable the district income. How will they look at it, and how will they view the district going forward? We cannot say for sure that we are done with districting until the 2 districts kick off from July 1st to run on their own. So managing for this remaining half of the Rotary year will not kill us. Just like we begged last year, let's hold on and manage. I am also begging again. It is only half year left. More so, invoice is already drawn. Majority of you have already deleted. I just gave you a figure. Over 400 Rotarians have already been deleted from our district. Let's hold on a bit and wait till next Rotary year to now say, okay, as we are deleting, let's even see how many people we have attracted. And then who knows, if you take time to talk to your Rotarians and encourage them that they can do part payments, because most people are always waiting to get the total bulk money together before they pay. Encourage them that they can drop 10,000 at every meeting, which will make it easy for them to pay their dues. If they can drop 10,000 at every meeting, before you do 10 meetings, the Rotarian has dropped 100,000. And that will go a long way in paying the dues. But please, if we go beyond what we have gone now, I'm sure it will attract a very good negative attention from ARAI. Like I said, they have already called to say what is happening in your district. Why all the massive deletion? So their eyes are on it, on the membership figures. So please, for us not to enter the next Rotary year with negative, I don't know how to put it, from ARAI, let's enter strong, like my chairman said. We need to end this Rotary year stronger than we even started it, so that we will still be in the good books of Rotary International. And they will not see the approval they have given to our district as a mistake, and then begin to look for what alternative can they do. Please, all eyes are on our membership figures. Let's endure for this remaining 6 months while you plead with your members and give them the option of paying these dues gradually, installmentally. 10,000, 5,000, drop it at every meeting day. I'm sure before the end of this half year, their dues will be completed. Interact with them. Some of them, it's not even because they don't have the money that they are not paying. Probably they are angered in one way or the other. Talk to them, find out why they are not paying, and encourage them in whatever way possible to know that they have to pay their dues. So it's a plea. I'm pleading passionately. As I speak with you, even this morning, the governor's platform, all they are discussing this morning is membership, membership, membership. And they are all very concerned at the rate of massive deletion and what negative impact it will have on the district. And I'm sure we don't want to create that negative impact. All the past district governors, if you open our platform this morning, That is all the discussion going on. They are all worried because what affects one affects all. It is our district, and we don't want to have a negative impact. So I'm pleading, let's hold on. Enough of deletions. Let's work hard to attract more members so that by the time we delist, maybe by next Rotary year, it will not even be noticed much because we already have had new intakes that will make up for those figures that we're looking forward to deleting. So it's a passionate plea. I know it's a burden of the club. We have carried this burden till now. Let's carry it for this remaining half year. God will help us. I also want to believe that the Rotarians who are owing are also hearing my voice. And I'm begging them, please, if you're owing dues in your club, go and make effort to pay. Pay 5,000 weekly. Pay 10,000 weekly. And know that the club, just like the districts, need your dues to be able to survive. Most of these clubs that are talking about have not even paid district dues. In our district, this Rotary year, it's just by joint effort. We could have had RI delete about 27 clubs were earmarked for deletion. So imagine how it could have been if 27 clubs were deleted from our district this Rotary year. I want to thank all those district leaders and members of the clubs that came together to rescue these clubs from being deleted by RI. Yes, they've been rescued, we've paid RI dues. But I know district dues have not been paid though, and I'm still pleading. The districts, even though we don't want to be as strict as Rotary International to delete clubs once they owe dues, but don't also forget that the district needs to survive. And the district is only surviving through the payment of district dues. So as you struggle and make arrangements to pay RI dues, please, a lot of clubs have not also paid district dues. Kindly make collaborative efforts too to pay your district dues. We need the dues for the survival of the district and to be able to run the district effectively.
Thank you very much, my DG.
Answered your
Yeah.
question.
Before I recognize the next Rotarian to speak, I'd like to specially welcome our PDG Kola Shodipo. You can unmute yourself, sir, and just say a few words, if you may.
Oh, good afternoon, my district governor. Good afternoon, fellow Rotarians, and compliments of the season to all Rotarians. We thank our district governor for finding time to speak with us. And the challenges are there, as he has rightly observed and noted. I want to join the district governor in pleading with our Rotarians to exercise some restraint in delisting their members and more or less try and use the idea of we care to find out what the challenges are and mitigate all those challenges and see how we can work around the whatever problems we have in our various clubs to ensure we not only sustain the numbers that we have presently and also bring in new members. It is very, very important for us as we go into the 2024 year, 25 year, to have strong membership and strong numbers so that we can justify the reason why we really ask for redistricting of our district. If we continue to go down in terms of membership, I'm sure the Rotary International will not like it, and it will be like going in the reverse gear, which we don't want to do. I pray that God strengthen us and provide us with the enablement to continue to serve humanity even in these challenging times. Thank you, and God bless us all.
Thank
you very much.
DG. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, my DG. Yeah.
I'd like to recognize Rotarian Taiwo Akonimodo. Rotarian Akonimodo, please.
Akanimodo.
Akonimodo, sorry, sir. Akonimodo, sorry.
Once again, compliment of the season to my DG. I greet you, man. And especially, I recognize PDG Kola Shodipo, King of Boys. I greet you also. My name is Rotarian Taiwo Akanimodo, the Charter President, Rotary Club of Iriakari. My question is just one. I want to commend the DG for the very good address she has given. It was a well-detailed address, and may the good Lord continue to guide you throughout your remaining tenure as the DG of our district. My question, my DG, is about your DG visit. While talking, you mentioned that the district secretary will be releasing your schedule of visits. May I know in new clubs that have just emerged, are we going to be given the opportunity to liaise with the district secretary to pick one of the available dates if we have not been placed among the dates you have already scheduled for? That's just my question. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much for that question. Yes, for the new clubs that are recently chartered, my district secretary will reach out to you to pick a date for the DG visit, because it's your entitlement and the DG will add you to his schedule. You will be visited accordingly, like any other club. So the district secretary will reach out to you to agree on a date, and that will be also been put on the calendar.
Thank
you very much. Yeah, I'd like to recognize PAG Ramesh to speak. PAG Ramesh, you have the floor.
Yeah. Thank you, my chairman. Happy New Year to all of us. A great New Year of 2024. And we are meeting our half district governor today in the first full week of 2024, because last week it was not the full week. So in the first week, she has taken our time, and really you hit the nails at the right time for developing the Rotary, madam. DG, you really done the nice job for the year 2023. Half year 2024 is good. And congratulate all of us. We cannot give a big round of applause to her, but she has done a good job. I can see there are so many mails are coming, new club formations. I don't want to go numbers, but already started in this year, 2 clubs has already been new club formation has happened. So congratulations, madam.
Thank you.
I'm sorry for my words. Sorry for my words, my chairman. Chartered or the formation, it is all the way same, but chartered is letter English, because my mother tongue is not English. I can talk of the formation. Okay, thank you for that. One thing I just wanted to say, we are doing great things here, and let's all of us join. And 2024 is a great year to prove ourselves to serve the community in more and better way. 2 or 3 specific things I wanted to just, not a complaint, not a question, just for an information, how we can do better. That is what, how we can add more value to the Rotary. That is what I may have to just add a few words, provided my DG permits me. One is, there are some clubs I had come to know that some clubs have to be rescued, and it has already been done. DG has openly thanked them. But
internet is hanging. Hello, we lost him. My chairman. Mike Effiong. Did we lose Mike too?
Hello, my DG. I'll recognize Rotarian Ibironke Ogun to speak. Rotarian Ibironke, please speak.
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning, my DG. Good morning, fellow Rotarians. Thank you, sir. Well, I don't know. I came late, and I'm sorry for that. I wouldn't know whether it was mentioned along with the DG's talk about the report that is meant to be submitted by 12th of this month, which is this Friday. That's the last day for submission of half-year reports to the Awards and Recognitions Committee. It's just a kind of reminder. We've been posting different flyers to show that the last submission date is 12th of this month. So that's just what I want to add, if it was not added initially. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, my PhD and chairman. Yes, please, for all Rotarians here present, especially the Hope presidents, don't forget, the message is all over the platform. 12th January, which is this Friday, it's your last opportunity to submit your half-year report to the Award and Recognition Committee. Like I said earlier, equal opportunity is given to everyone to do the report, and you have been handed over all the guidelines and all necessary information you need to put up a good report. But if you choose not to submit a report, the recognition committee will have no choice but to work with what they have. It's only those that submit their reports that will be considered for awards and for recognitions, because the committee is not going to come to your club to ask you what you have done. It is your job as the club president to put together what you have done and submit it appropriately to the committee. So I want to believe that we'll all do that before the 12th, which is this Friday. Thank you, my PhD, for bringing that up. I was going to mention it when updates on upcoming events are coming on. But thank you for bringing it up anyway. We have dealt with it now.
Yes, I would like to recognize our past district secretary, A.G. Ibrahim, to speak, please. You can unmute yourself and speak.
Thank you, my district chair. Excuse me, and thank you, our amiable district governor, and congratulations for what I would call a very fantastic first 6 months. We thank God for a new year.
Thank you,
yes. So essentially, yesterday we're all at the NYC camp, and I wasn't surprised that we were wowed again, by another of the district committees under the able leadership of AG Tulu Onalaja, with the Raila, opening ceremony and all the programs scheduled for the next 7 days. So again, that's another big feather to your cap, my DG. But let me quickly say this to all Rotarians, especially who presidents, that the Humanitarian Reporting Awards is built to hold on April 17. And the entries will cover the period from July 1, 2023 to the end of March this year. That's a period of 9 months. The DJ keeps saying that we must tell our stories, we must report our events. So the whole idea of the Humanitarian Reporting Awards is to strengthen our partnership with media organizations and journalists that are covering all our events, all our projects, all our humanitarian intervention efforts in both Lagos and Ogun states. So I want to appeal that whether it is in print, in outdoor, that is out of home, or radio, or television, or even online media and social media, please submit your entries. Feel free to reach me or the secretary, John Odibo, the Rotary Club of Akowonjo. We are available to support and guide you, to submit your entries. We have 15 categories. They are coming with both plaques and cash awards. So thank you very much as you submit your entries. Thank you, my DG, for the opportunity and the privilege.
Thank you very much, AG.
Thank you.
Ibrahim. I think, I don't know, PhD Ramesh, do you want to say something again? Or?
Thank you so much, AG Brahma. Thank you for the accolades. Thank you so much for the Raila comments. Thank you for bringing up the Humanitarian Reporting Award. Presidents, I hope you're hearing. Yeah. Last date for submission is 17th of April. Please send in your reports and your details so that you can be part of that.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay, my DG, I think.
Thank you, my DG. Thank you, my chairman. Actually, I have been disconnected while I was talking. Just only 1 or 2 minutes more, please. I was just mentioning about the rescued clubs. So I will just request my DG, whoever is the chairman for the task force, they should know that why these clubs are having some issues not to be rescued, then they are getting rescued. So some report will help us to add that why this thing has happened, and also that 400 members has been deleted. So let's have it. It is not, I'm not talking of post-mortems, but why it is happening. So the membership task force should be there along with the Hope presidents. So we should get a report why it is happening, so that if all the Hope presidents can give a report, what led them to do this, then we can have a post-mortem, and next year it should not happen. I'm not talking of only for this year, as a continuous process. That is one of the suggestions. I am just thinking it must be there in place, but let's get a report so that we can have. That is the one. Second one I wanted to mention, since the RI president will be in Nigeria, so if the detailed program can be given by our honorable DG to us, so that, and how to go about it, and what is our district's role, and what we should do, so that plan will be clear, the people can put the things into the place. That is the number 2. Number 3, as far as my club is concerned, Rotary Club of Lagos Palm Grove Estates, so we are doing the great jobs, and another big project is coming up with the immigration officials and other things. We are doing it. Some health checkups and big things are coming up, eye surgeries, all those things are coming up. As you know, Rotary Club of Lagos Palm Grove Estate, known for only for the committed to the service to the society. And we talk of the things, of course, may not be good in the reportings, but still we continue to do the services to the community services. Thank you, my DG, for giving this opportunity.
Thank you very much, Ramesh, for your speech. You see, the presidents can send in a report if they want, but most reports I have gotten verbally is like what the questions are this morning, that members are not paying dues, probably due to hardships or due to increase in exchange rates that has affected every businesses and everybody economically. That is the main reason they are advancing for not paying dues. But I know that all the people not paying may not just be for economic reasons, which is why it was suggested that we care in each club should try to reach out to these members to find out their reason for holding on. Because I know if it's just economic hardship, they can devise a way of still meeting up the dues. If they value their membership as a Rotarian and they want to continue being a Rotary to enjoy all it takes to serve humanity, they can choose to be paying these dues installmentally, 5,000, 10,000 every meeting day, every week. Send it into the account. When you have 20, you pay. When you can afford 10, you pay. It will eventually be paid. But what is bad is for people to just sit down and fold their arms and pretend as if they don't have any responsibility to their clubs to pay dues. It is your responsibility as a Rotarian to pay dues, to continue to retain your membership of that club. And I want to plead with all Rotarians hearing that please make it a point of duty to pay dues. It's not just about economic hardship. You have chosen to be a Rotarian and it comes with certain responsibilities. And I want to believe that we should live up to these responsibilities and make it a point of duty to pay our dues as at when due, or spread it over the period. But before the end of the Rotary year, you must have been seen to complete paying your dues. So that is it. Then another thing is that clubs, for the clubs that were chartered last year, last 2 years, last 3 years, for all the newly chartered clubs, most clubs just charter a new club without giving them any guidance, without going back to this club to even see how they are faring. It is not just enough to charter a new club and say, I have chartered 10 clubs, when 9 out of the 10 you chartered is already dead. It's not just enough to say, I have chartered a club, when you, as the charter club, cannot oversee the new club, knowing fully well that all its members are maybe new Rotarians that don't understand Rotary very well. So they need guidance from their charter clubs to be able to survive. But most charter clubs abandon the clubs they have chartered to their fate, not asking questions, not visiting them, not checking on them to know how they are doing. And that is the result of why we have so many clubs that have not been able to pay dues. Some people may have joined these clubs. People paid for them. They were not properly oriented to know that it is a duty to pay dues every year. So when you now come after the first year of charter, you're asking them to pay dues. They are like, meaning what? Why am I paying? They are not seeing the reason why they should pay. Because at the point of admitting them into Rotary, the charter clubs did not take pain to explain to them what it takes to be a Rotarian. So going forward, want to plead with our clubs. It's not just enough to say you have chartered a club. Make sure you orientate them well. Tell them what it takes to be a Rotarian. Tell them what their responsibilities as a Rotarian will be. And then also be sure that the people you're bringing into Rotary have means of livelihood. Don't bring in somebody that is jobless into Rotary and expect that dues can be paid. Where will the person get the money to pay the dues? So that is the essence of interviews and attending Rotary meetings before new members are inducted. So that way you get to understand these new members and know their financial stability level to be sure that after the first year, there will be continuity and they will be able to pay dues. So I think that will answer the question. I made announcements too on foundation. RI President this year actually challenged all clubs to donate $1,500 to polio in our continuous effort to eradicate polio in the world. We all know that even though polio has been eradicated in Nigeria, we can't say for sure that it's totally free until it is totally free in the world. New York is back with polio after over 30 years. Mozambique is back with polio after how many years? God forbid that we'll be back with polio in Nigeria. Want to believe that due to these new challenges coming up and all that, which we don't want to come up in many more countries, if it does, it will negate all the efforts that Rotary as an international organization has put towards fighting polio in the world. And that is why they said all clubs should please donate as a club $1,500 to polio for this Rotary year. Not many clubs have been able to do that. So many clubs are still wanting in it. And then there is also a challenge that even for those that cannot do $100 to Polio Plus, to become a Polio Plus Society member, $10 challenge. I don't want to believe as a district governor that we have members in Rotary that cannot afford to give 8,000 or 9,000 naira to Rotary Foundation. That is $10 challenge for polio. By now, I'm expecting that every club is supposed to have paid $10 for all its members, or add it to their dues like most people are doing, or collect it individually from these members, 9,000 naira, and donate it to the foundation on behalf of polio. That many clubs have done. I want to thank all the clubs that have done the $10 challenge. I want to thank all the clubs that have paid the $1,500, and even the individual Rotarians that have paid $100 to Polio Plus Society. I want to thank all of you and to show my appreciation, because I like to appreciate people when they do well. On this Friday, before the evening with the DG, by 1 p.m., I want to personally appreciate all these clubs that have paid $1,500. I will have a certificate for them, and I will have an appreciation plaque for them. And all the people that have done $100 to Polio Plus Society, I will have the Polio Plus pin ready to decorate all of them and appreciate them. And then clubs that have succeeded in doing 100% payment for all its members on $10 challenge. I have the list of clubs that have done it so far. If you have 20 members in your club, you should have been seen to have paid $10 on behalf of the 20 members by getting your members to pay it. If you have 50 members, $10 times 50. For all the clubs that have met up that challenge of remitting $10 on behalf of all its members, I'll be waiting to receive you this Friday to appreciate you accordingly. And there will be a certificate of appreciation issued to the club in recognition of what you have done. So if you have not done, you still have between now and Thursday to please go ahead and pay the $10 on behalf of your members to the foundation. and submit the evidence to us at the district so that you can be included in the list of those to be honored on this Friday. I want to
thank you very much, my DG. Before, I think this is a good time for us to take upcoming events, but before then, I just want to read out, I saw some things on the chat room. Rotarian wanted the number of past district secretary and chairman of humanitarian awards, AGA Ibrahima. So I'll read out the number and also put it on the chat room. His number is 080-3301-7348. The number for Rotarian Ibrahima is 080-3301-7348. Also, the new club, there was a question about new club and they wanted to reach our district executive secretary. The number is there on the chat room, but in case you can't find it, it's 080-54-022022. I'll take it again, 080-54-022022. Thank you very much. My DG, time for upcoming events.
Upcoming events. Thank you very much, my chairman. Like we know, this year has been a very vibrant year. I thank God for his mercies, and I thank all Rotarians for keying in into so much activities that were lined up for this year. A lot of it has been done already, but we have, at this moment, RYLA, our Rotary Youth Leadership Academy, is ongoing at NYSC camp in where is that? It's in Iyanekpaja, NYSC. The opening ceremony was yesterday. Baja, yes. Opening ceremony was yesterday, but the closing ceremony is coming up on the 14th of this month. That is next week, Sunday. Please, all Rotarians are invited, district leaders and Rotarians are all invited to be with us at Ekpaja for the closing ceremony. While I also appreciate all those that were there yesterday for the opening ceremony. It was a wow event. It started beautifully well, like Ibrahima told us. I'm glad the committee is doing well. And the Rylarians, we have over 800 Rylarians. Even the C-School people is saying for the first time, this is the largest number that they have ever had to deal with in the Ryla camp. And all the kids are there. You know they will come out better than they went in. So please be with us by 14th on Sunday for the closing ceremony. You're all invited. I also want to invite all Rotarians to the district office on Friday for the evening with the DG. You know, like I said earlier, I believe that New Year celebration is for the adults, while Christmas celebration is for the youths and the kids. And that was why we celebrated the kids in December. We had a beautiful Christmas party for them. And on that party, I was even the Santa Claus. And I enjoyed every bit of it. And I'm sure the children had fun. But now it is time for the adults to come and celebrate with the DG. Let's thank God for a wonderful year, for keeping us alive to see the end of 2023 and bringing us into a glorious year, 2024. Come party with the DG. It is free. Oh. You're not paying to come. There's no gate fee. And there is no payment or extraction of any kind. Just come and party with the DJ. And that day, 12th, also happens to be my birthday. So come celebrate with me. Come
double celebration.
Double celebration, yes. I will be waiting. And all the celebrants of January, I have birthday mates in Rotary that I have identified that their birthdays are 12th January. Please join me as we celebrate it together on that day. While we also celebrate all January celebrants. You know, January is a unique month for unique people. Come and join the DG. And even those that are not born in January, you're all invited. Please come and party with us and join us in celebrating and thanking God for life. The date, once again, is 12th January, which is this Friday. And the celebration will start from 4. The red carpet for the celebration will start by 4 p.m. We have our Rotary Friendship Exchange. We have our Rotarians that will be going to District 3000, India, for a friendship exchange. I will be leading on that team. And we also have another friendship exchange to Namibia on the 2nd to 13th of March, 2024. The one to India is going to be between the 2nd and 11th of February. So kindly note that the DG will be out of the country on a friendship exchange visit to India between the 2nd and 11th of February. You are also invited to join the International Friendship Exchange if you are interested in visiting that country. It's still open. Our All Nigeria Rotary Convention, you know, for the first time in our district, we are going to be playing host to all Rotarians from the 4 districts in Nigeria, North, East, West, and South. They are all coming to Lagos between the 15th to 17th of February. And it's going to be, they were going to be hosted at Airport Hotel.
Airport Hotel.
Ikeja. Yes, Airport Hotel Ikeja. A lot of flyers are ongoing. I must say, we have had a lot of people from the other 3 districts, 9125, 9141, and 9142, registered for this event. But we haven't had so much of our own Rotarians from District 9110 registering to be at this conference. May I also remind us that those coming from outside our district are going to be flying down or entering transportation, which means they have a transportation cost, either air flight or whatever, to come from their district.
And accommodation.
They also have to pay for hotels to be accommodated because they don't live in Lagos. If people can do that, coming from Lagos, coming from Abuja, coming from even Maiduguri, Jos, Yola, and all that, Port Harcourt, Calabar, and all, what about us that are in Lagos? We don't need to pay flight tickets or enter interstate transportations, and we don't need to pay for accommodation, except if you just want to stay home, weekend away from home. We can come from our homes and attend this conference, and the registration is ongoing for just 20,000 naira. Please register and plan to attend. I want to believe that we'll have an overwhelming number. That's what I'm expecting, to have an overwhelming number from District 9110 to show that we are the host. When Abuja hosted it last 2 years, I was in Abuja. We were the minority because we traveled to come down. The people from District 9125 were in majority because it was their district. I want to believe that people coming from other districts will not outnumber District 9110 Rotarians in this All Nigerian Rotary Convention. So I plead with you, if you have not registered, please register and plan to be there for that 2 days conference. The committee has put up a lot of, in fact, they are working very hard, and because it's not this your registration fee that will cater for everything they have put together. The registration fee cannot even pay for the hall alone. That they are working hard, raising money from all sources just to make sure that they give you a good event. So please plan to register and be there for that event, 15 to 17 February. Multi-club, the last multi-club for the Rotary year. I want to thank the chairman of Multi-club and all his members. They have done wonderfully well in the trainings for this Rotary year. We've had our trainings in a very cozy environment. That I applaud them for. You don't sweat. I don't carry fan when I'm going to multi-club trainings because I'm going to be sitting. It has always been seated in a very good atmosphere, air-conditioned, good food, good drinks, and wonderful speakers. I thank the committee. The last of it is coming up for zone 7 and 8. I want to believe this is the last, if I'm not mistaken. And it's going to be on Thursday. It's the last, Abi, my chairman.
It's the last. It's the last.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's going to come up on Thursday, 1st of February. Thursday, the 1st of February at Rockview Hotel, Festac Town. Please, for those within that zone 7 and 8, please plan to be there for the training. Knowledge is key and knowledge is power. We must continuously improve ourselves with knowledge. And I look forward to meeting all of you on that day. Also, for the first time in our district, the history of our district, we are going to be hosting a sports festival. We call it Rose Fest, between the 8th and 9th of March, 2024. Then the kickoff is going to happen at the district on the 17th of this month. So if you want to witness how the DG will kickstart this Rose Fest, kick it first and start the ball rolling, please be at the district office on the 17th to join us and watch the DG kickstart it. And more importantly, the grand finale will be on the 8th and 9th of March. If you have not registered for this wonderful period, please register. We need to continue to maintain a mental health balance. And this is one of the ways to put our mental health in order. I'm taking some recreations. Our district conference. Let's not forget the district conference, the last conference for District 9110. It's going to be a memorable one because we know that after that, we may not have the opportunity to be together in conferences, seminars, trainings, or whatever with some of the people that or friends we have made over the years. That is why we're going to make this year's district conference a very memorable one. If you have not registered, please go and register and plan to be there so that you can have the opportunity to say goodbye to some friends and make more friends that you can maintain relationship with when we finally district by 30th of June. The conference is 9th to 12th of May, and it's going to take place in our Abeokuta, our usual conference venue, Green Legacy. If you have not booked your hotels and all that, please make the arrangements. After the conference, 9th to 12th of May, we now have the International Convention coming up between the 25th and 29th of May, all the way to Singapore. Beautiful but small city. Sure, I'm looking forward to that convention. I want to believe that a lot of us are also looking forward to it. The committee chairman has made a lot of preparations, including offers for hotel accommodations that the Rotary Club of Singapore has helped us to put together. Some hotels, they created and reserved a space for about 70 Rotarians in a good hotel, a good ambience with good proximity of train and all that to the convention center. And it's going to be in Singapore. The rates are in Singapore dollars. So please, I know the chairman of the convention has been putting all this on the platform to enable Rotarians key in if you have not blocked your accommodation yet. It's reservation you need to do. Payment is on arrival and cancellation is for free before 24 hours to the event. So you don't lose anything by making sure you have a reserved accommodation before time. As all hotels in Singapore, to the best of my knowledge, is almost sold out. If you go online, you'll see that. I personally had to beg the incoming DG for Rotary Club of Singapore when he visited Nigeria to please make this hotel arrangement for us. He wrote back that he has gotten a reservation for about 70 rooms up till January 15th. And I think January 15th is next week, Monday. So please, if you have not reached out to the convention chairman, reach out to her and block your accommodation accordingly. This is a rare opportunity. Or go online and find your accommodation by yourself. After May 15th, whatever that has not been booked will be lost because they can't hold it forever for us. So let's plan to do that. I want to believe I've been able to touch most of the upcoming events for this Rotary year. Public image is an upcoming event. Continue from where you stopped. Don't break at all. It's a continuous thing for the Rotary year. I applaud all my Hope presidents. You have been so wonderful. The publicity this year is second to none. And you have done it seamlessly and effortlessly and seen it as something very important for us to do as Rotarians. Our story is all over the place. It's all over the media space. I'm sure my chairman can confirm that. Our story for Rotary District 9110 and for all the good deeds our clubs have done for this Rotary year, it's all over the media space. And people are beginning to ask questions. How do we join Rotary? And people are beginning to take interest in Rotary for what we have done. I want to thank all of you for your steadfastness and support all through the Rotary year. And I want to count on this same support more for the remaining half, so that we'll continue to tell our stories, and we'll have to end the year 30th June. Having gone through all these upcoming events, we'll be there to close the year in a very good note. Beating our chest and thanking God for a good Rotary year.
Okay, my DG, earlier I know you mentioned something about all Nigerian Rotary, the conference.
Yes.
Just to inform everyone that we're going to have a special section for public image. We just sealed that. So that's another incentive for you to attend the conference. And I have Rotarian Jalili, a member of the committee, who wants to just say a few things. Apparently, the registration fee has increased to 25,000, and he just wanted to add a few things to enlighten Rotarians on the conference. Rotarian Jalili, please, you can let me see. Jalili. Okay, so go ahead.
Okay, good afternoon, my district governor, fellow Rotarians. Okay, just to add one or two things. People have been calling. The registration for all Nigerian Rotary Convention started since December, and 20,000 naira was pegged down for it, and we had the expiration for December 31st. But when we came into this new year, we had the extension for 1 week, which expired yesterday. So it is now 25,000 naira. We have lots and lots of programs. This is a program that occurs after every two years, and of which, like the governor said, it's our own delight that the Shinawa 10 is hosting the whole Rotarians in Nigeria as a whole. So the Shinawa 125, now 41, now 42, they are all coming to Lagos. So we are the one hosting them. We have lots of activities, gala nights, cultural nights, and lots that that's already outlined for us. And of which, like you said, public image, enlightenment, and all those things are also part of things we're going to learn. One, hotel reservations are already done by the committee to the barest minimum all around Ikeja, but the hotel that is hosting is Airport Hotel. So we also have the hotel rates that are on ground. We have the brochure, which is going to the whole country, of which I want to use this medium.
You've unmuted yourself. You have unmuted
Unmute
yourself.
oh.
You've muted yourself.
Jalili, unmute yourself.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I was talking about the brochure. On the brochure, the brochure is going to go round the whole Nigeria and beyond. And the charges for the advert rates, goodwill, is just so minimal that every club should jump into, and Rotarians should also use the opportunity to advertise our businesses, because you never can tell those even in the east that would even need your business, those in the north that would need your business. Just picking up the brochure, it will help expand the business. So I'm calling on every Rotarian to see this as an opportunity to expand our business this 2024. We also have a caveat, which is a gem for all Nigerian Rotary Convention, of which just 100,000 naira, you become a gem for the program, for the convention. It gives you a gate pass to lots and lots of things that are gated for. But so we are using this medium to beg Rotarians. From the statistics, now this is now for what is even leading in the registration. And it pains me that we, who are the host district, is coming second in registration. So what are we doing? We have how many Rotarians in the Shinawa 10? So I'm begging that, like the district governor begged, please let nobody come from outside our own district to come and beat us at home. So I'm begging everyone, it's just a two-step registration. The registration is online and the payment is online. So with that, those two steps, we are good to go. So I'm just helping to buttress the point that we all should be up and doing on this. Use this as an opportunity to expand your business, register, make more friends, make more network, and 2024 will be a good year for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Past President Jelili. Is there a link? If you have a registration link, can you just share it? Someone has even just asked my question here. If you have a link for registration, if you just share it so that would also help. I know that the chairman for our sports festival is still around. He had indicated I want to say something, but as a member of that committee as well, I think this is an opportunity for us to say one or two things and enlighten Rotarians. So, Past President Alozie, please. You can unmute yourself and speak.
Thank you, my chair. Thank you so much, and congratulations to our able DG. When the DG mentioned and talked about the sports, I felt she has done it, so that was why I raised down my hand. But first, I sent a message on membership, and I thought you would have read it. I was suggesting the DG could call a meeting of all presidents, like the King of Boys mentioned, the PDG KS mentioned. There could be one or two things for the presidents to learn from each other on how they are moving on. I'm sure that keeping them away and keeping them apart from each other is also why the rumor is going around that I'm deleting, so you can also delete. Maybe if we put them together in a hall, it will be easier to educate them on all that they did said. Having said that, I want to talk about my area, which is the football and the sports generally. Let us just go straight to say that 17th is it. The DG will be playing a ceremonial game in the morning to kick off, and we are putting out all other DGs to play the games. We are having the draft, we have chess, we have Scrabble, and we have the IO. And the four of the games will be starting up game on the 17th. We have invited a lot of guests, and we have a lot of sponsors who are coming from outside. It will be a thing of joy if I will have the Rotarians to come to see these games come up. Also talking about membership, everybody knows the extent that sports can bring us together. I think what the DG has done by introducing these sports is also to give clubs opportunities to also look for members, because a lot of the younger ones look at Rotary as a place for retired people who just go there to sit down and hold meetings and drink beer. Now including sports in our curriculum means that clubs can go out now to talk to people, members who like sports. There are a lot of Nigerians that like sports that will want to be happy that they'll have some other things to do in Rotary other than just sitting down and discussing how to help others. So I think these sports will also help clubs to increase their membership, and I think the advantage should be taken. So the time for the game on 17th is 11 a.m. and we hope we're partnering with Lagos State Sports Commission. They are going to umpire the game because the DG has said that we have to make it standard so that anybody who wins in this competition can hold his or her own head high. Then we also put am I audible?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Go ahead.
Okay, so we're also bringing in, we have also secured we have also secured, incidentally, Brilla FM. Thank you so much, DG. She has given us a contact to the Brilla FM, who is coming in as our media partners. Thank you so much, DG, and he has also agreed to partner with us. So we hope to welcome all Rotarians on that day, on the 17th, to come and witness the kickoff of the game while we wait for the finals in March 8th and 9th. Thank you, my chair.
Thank you very much, PP Alozie. What he's essentially saying is during the sports festival, you can invite as many people as possible to come and witness that in Rotary we also have fun and we encourage healthy living. On that note, my district governor were an AOB. Is there any other issue so that we can round off? We've done 1 hour, we've done over an hour. My DG, is there any other matter or you can give us your closing remarks?
There's no other matter. So if there's no other comments from Rotarians or questions, I think we should give them space for question and answer. If we have more comments or questions.
If you have any comments, any questions, I'm going to the chat room if there are any questions that we have not taken so that we can take them. There's basically none, but I just want to use this opportunity to, the DS wants to say something, and also we have seen the hand of the chairman for multi-club zonal training. Okay, so my DES.
Okay, good afternoon, my DJ, good afternoon, Chair, and good afternoon, all Rotarians, and Happy New Year to every one of us. So I would just like to address our home presidents, particularly presidents of clubs that are yet to be visited by the DG. Please, can I plead that I will require your cooperation, particularly clubs that meet on Saturday and Sundays, weekend clubs. From all that the DG had said, since you started off this DG Speaks exercise, you will see that we have almost all our weekends booked for different activities. That is number one. Number two, you only notice that for the districting exercise, the usual trainings that we do over 3 weekends is now going to be done over 6 weekends. So all these have to be accommodated, and there are statutory things that would happen. So I plead with you that for the purpose of receiving the DG, there might just be a need for us to tinker with your time or possibly your day of meeting to be able to accommodate the DG. I will be, just like the DG mentioned, we have done 82 clubs as at close of business by December. So we still have about 60 clubs or thereabout. So it is the intention of the DG for us to cover everyone as much as we are able to do. So I just openly come to ask for your cooperation. When we are asking for a change in time and this to be able to get you accommodated, please, I ask for this cooperation, and I hope we are going to give it to be able to have the DG visit your club. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my DES. Past President Oshinu Busia, Chairman of Multi-Club Zonal Training. Please go ahead.
Okay, Happy New Year once again to everyone. I especially recognize and acknowledge our beautiful DG. People are always asking, why are you always saying elegant and beautiful? And I said, it's always rare to find someone that is intellectual, beautiful, and still very elegant.
Thank you, my chairman. Thank you.
I have a question for my DG, but before the question, I just want to reiterate that the last multi-club session learning seminar is happening. I want to appreciate the MVPs that have made the past 4 sessions that we've had very, very interactive and possible. Even though we are still reaching out to those that have made pledges and have not redeemed their pledges, individual and clubs. We sent out letters. So if you are on this call at this moment, we are appealing to you to please honor your words as regards the multi-club pledges, because we are rounding off with the last one as mentioned on the 1st of February. Thank you very much. The question to the DG, Ma, is that I observed that outside of our district, and I'm talking about North American road clubs or districts, there is what they give out tax receipts for donations that Rotarians make or commitment that Rotarians make. And I don't see that happening in our district. Is this something we are looking at, or are there reasons why we don't go that route?
Thank you very much, my chairman. AG, I think you're talking about donations to the foundation, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we have receipts at the district office. And for people that have come forward to say they donated and they need a receipt, we have always issued receipts. We know that donations to the foundation can be used for tax exempt if we get it right. So most people that are aware, especially for the corporate bodies, when I take donations from them, I always go back to give them a receipt from Rotary for which they can add to their end of year report and be able to take some deductions in their tax for being able to give that donation. So probably it's not been issued because Rotarians don't ask. And most times when they donate, they don't even report to the district. At times they donate online straight to RI. And then when they donate through the Zenith Bank, they hardly report or hardly come to the district office to ask for a receipt. But there is a receipt, and if anybody wants a receipt for whatever donations he has given, the district will be very much willing to issue it. Have I answered your question, brother? Hello?
Hello, my DG.
Yes.
Yes, you have, ma. You have, ma. Thank you very much. And it will also help us as Rotarians to know that we are not just, it's not that we are giving it away. We can get rebate on it. So the fatigue is less.
Tax rebate. You can get tax rebate on your donations.
Exactly. So it encourages us as Rotarians. Yes. Thank you for the enlightenment, ma.
Thank you so much for bringing it up.
My DG, there's a question about accommodation at the DISCON.
Yes.
Past President Kole Jagun wants to find out, is there still accommodation at Conference Hotel?
I doubt very much if Conference Hotel still has accommodation, but I think they still have accommodation in Green Legacy. So let him reach out to the conference committee members or the chairman to get clarification. But I think Conference was among the first hotel to be sold out. I don't think they still do, but you can still reach out to them to find out. But there is room at Green Legacy.
Okay. My DG, I think this is a good place for us to land.
Yes, before we land, I can see online our DGND, Uche Okugo. Uche, are you online with us? This is a Rotarian from our district that moved on to Canada, and today he's a district governor nominee designate. He just emerged as a district governor all the way in Canada. Uche, if you're here,
yes,
can we hear from you?
He has been here from the beginning of the program, my DG,
yes,
just to add that.
I want to recognize his presence and then ask him to unmute himself to say a few words to our Rotarians. He was one of us from the Rotary Club of Water, but he's now a district governor nominee designate from Rotary Club in Canada.
Maybe make I go Canada quick.
Quick and become DG. So can we hear from Uche? Uche, are you still online?
Are you still online?
Unmute yourself and speak. Aloze, put down your hand, or are you still talking? Your hand is still up.
Yes, he has another question. He was saying that the tax exemption, can it be extended to other donations to Rotary? I don't know, but from my little experience, I know that each time you make a donation to Rotary Foundation, you are sent a receipt. And it's that receipt, and it's under that receipt that you can file for tax exemption. I don't know if the DG can also speak on it.
Well, what I can say is that I have set up a committee with a district leader, past district governor Remi Bello, in charge of this committee to look at these tax laws again, and then go on to get official exemption certificate from the tax office for all Rotarians, so that we can begin to apply it and have that certificate as a backup for what we do. For those that know about it, that these donations can be taken out can give you some exemptions tax-wise in your offices and all that. I've been applying it, but I feel that as an organization, which is Rotary International, we need to have a certificate from FIRS or from Nigerian government to that effect. And that is why I have set up this committee headed by our PDG, Remi Bello, and we have some other Rotarians that are tax knowledgeable and all that, or work in tax offices and all that. So together they will work on this. I want to believe that before the end of February, we will have a headway. So let me not comment yet whether other donations will be part of the exempt, but I know about donations to the foundation that you will have tax exempt. But I will confirm about other donations when the committee is fully done with the job to give us more insights on what can be and what cannot. So let's wait for that, please.
Okay. Thank you very much, my DG.
So if a DGND, which is no longer online,
I am sorry.
Yes, he just joined now. He
Okay.
returned now. Yes. Please go ahead. You have
Okay,
the floor,
let's hear from you. Congratulations on your appointment as the
Thank
DG.
you very much, my district governor. And good morning, fellow Rotarians. It's a nostalgic feeling for me to be amongst you. Since I left, I have been in touch with the district. I've been in touch with my former Rotary Club, and I must start by congratulating the district governor on your successes. Rotary between both worlds is very different. And every time I follow up activities in District 9110, I feel very proud because a lot of the activities really depict hard work and dedication to Rotary. Not to take dedication to Rotary from my current district, but it is important to mention that, of course, there's a huge difference. And I really appreciate the way Rotary is run over there. First of all, on the 18th of November last year, I became the district governor nominee designate for my district. And for my club, I'm currently the immediate past president as well. I am the district Rotary Youth Services Director, as well as the chair for the convention in Singapore. So when my district governor mentioned Singapore, I was just smiling over here, and I know that I'll be seeing a number of members from District 9110 over Singapore as well, because we're also planning to be there. I know that with the redistricting that is going to be happening from July 1, there is excitement. I have shared that with Rotarians and my district as well. And I know that plans are underway to see how we can in turn support that process, maybe by way of attending the district governor installation, what we call changeover here, and also supporting going forward. So more information about that will be communicated, but I look forward to actually seeing Rotarians as we celebrate that milestone. It's something that's long overdue, and it's also something that I guess my district governor will even know better because sometimes if you look at the structure of Rotary, it's pretty surprising when some districts have way less members, and our district, the 91110, from what I heard, has over 4,600 members.
Yeah.
That's a very large district. And
True.
for the most part in North America, that will actually be 3 different districts. You understand? So again, I still don't understand why it is like that, but I'm sure that with the new redistricting, things are beginning to change, I can tell. So it's a very good news what is happening. We should continue, of course, to grow our district, just so that down the line, we can have a permanent seat amongst Rotary International directors, which is very key when it comes to policy enactments and changes that actually affect Rotary worldwide. We need to have permanent seats, discuss these things so the changes can be positive for Rotarians in Africa generally. Kudos to Rotary in Nigeria. You're doing awesome. I try to match what you do here. I try to make comparisons, so I keep notes. And I tell you, you are by every standard doing awesomely well. So thank you very much. Generally, I just bring greetings from my district. We look forward to working together. I am officially in training. By July 1, I become district governor nominee. And then the following year, elect. And then eventually in 2026, I will assume office. I will, of course, carry 9111 and 9112 along to see where we can share ideas and marry efforts together. So once again, my district governor, not to take much of the time this morning, I'm honored to be here. Thank you for allowing me to be part of such a momentous meeting. Congratulations on a very successful first half of the Rotary year. And I wish you all the best in the second half. And of course, whatever I can do to help the district or any Rotary club, I'll be very, very much enthusiastic to do that. Thank you. And sorry, I couldn't bring up my video. It's a little early here, and I'm trying to take my son to the out right now. So it's a little, not exactly, it's a little messy around me. So sorry about that.
No problem.
No problem. Thank you very much. You were one of those who joined very bright and early. Thank you so much for your commitment. This shows a lot of commitment as a Rotarian. Thank you very much, and God bless you. My DG, there's a question from the Hope President Torira about submission dates, but I think I understand what she's saying. There's no conflict. The submission date of half report by the Award and Recognition Committee, that is a statutory committee of the district that does the yearly awards and recognition. But the Humanitarian Awards Committee is completely different. So the timelines are different. The criteria are different. So there's no disparity or there's no confusion, basically. The Awards and Recognition Committee are supposed to, by now, have submitted your half-year report. And I'm sure by June, you should be submitted your full year report for them to make up their minds on who to award. But the Humanitarian Awards is a different one-time award that is done every year. And so the thing you're submitting is completely different. I hope I have made that clarification clear. Hope President Torira, are you still here? Maybe if you are not clear, you can put it on the chat room so that we can round off. Okay, I think she's clear. So my DG, your closing remarks.
Thank you very much, my chairman. I'd like to appreciate everyone present here today. It's been a wonderful section, a lot of interaction, a lot of clarifications. And I want to appreciate DGND, which I just spoke. I think it's about dropping off. We all know how their weather is there now, so we appreciate why he could not put on his video, even though most of us would have loved to have the video so that they can still remember him as a Rotarian from District 9110 that migrated to Canada and has emerged as a good ambassador for 9110, all the way in Canada as our district governor nominee designate. We appreciate him and we say congratulations to him and wish him well as he continues to represent us and represent Nigeria all over in Canada. I want to also appreciate our DGN, Henry Akinyele, think I saw him online. Is he still online? I don't know. He didn't say a word. But I saw his name somewhere. DG and Henry, are you still here?
Thank you very much, my DG. It's my pleasure to be here. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Do you have a word or two for us?
Not at the moment, man. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for being here and being part of this section. I want to also appreciate our PDG. I don't know if DG and Larry is here. I didn't see him, so I don't believe he's here. And like I said earlier, our 2 DGEs are all
No, it's not.
far away in Orlando.
Orlando, Florida.
Yes, for their last training as district governors. So we are exempted from today's section, and we wish them well in their training. I want to also appreciate our PDG, Kola Shodiko, who was here to join hands with me in my plea to Rotarians and Hope presidents to please tone down the speed at which we are deleting, and then see how we can manage it till the end of the Rotary year, so that we don't end up sending a very wrong message to RI for who we are as District 9110 and attract a negative impact to the district. And I want to believe that that plea was actually heard by Rotarians and our presidents, and they will give us the respite that we needed to see by stopping deletion and attracting more members. We need to actually have that, and I want to thank them. I don't know if there's any other PDG online, but if there's any other PDG online, I'd like to recognize them for being here. I want to recognize the captains of the Hope presidents. I think I saw
We have lots and lots of Hope presidents, man.
A lot of Hope presidents here.
Yes, they're on the call, plenty of them.
I appreciate you all for all the jobs you have done and you are still doing for this Rotary year. God will continue to bless and empower you to do more. You have done well on the first half. We look forward to a more beautiful end for this remaining half, so that all our efforts will not be in vain. For all you have done, you will be adequately rewarded both from God and from the district. That is why you should take your submission of your reports seriously to enable you get rewarded as at when due. Thank you for all you do. My AGs, I can see some of the AGs here present. I thank you, AGs, for the wonderful job you are doing this Rotary year in the supervision of all the clubs that have been placed under your watch. Please make sure you send in reports as at when due, and also report clubs that are not doing well. That is the only way we can have a first-hand information about these clubs and start on time to try to save them or address issues that are related to this club, rather than waiting until when the big hammer of Rotary International will come with a list of names to be deleted before we start running around. If our AGs give adequate reports of this state of the clubs as at now, it will be more ideal and better for us to start on time to see how to save these clubs, and also draw the attention of their charter clubs to assist them in making sure that they remain afloat. So my AGs, I thank you for the jobs you're doing wonderfully well. Please send in your reports on time and report situations as they occur. I want to also thank my zonal coordinators. I saw Chinedu Ebo online. I don't know if John Shenaya and most of the zonal coordinators are online. I want to thank you for the work you do. You have actually been doing well and have been an instrument of strength on the AGs to do their work, because even when they try to slack, I know somebody like Chinedu Ebo will not let any AG under his zone to slack. He monitors them and pep them up to do their job. I appreciate you for all you do, and I thank you for the work. My committee chairs, most of them have given reports here today, and most of them are here. I want to thank you for your job this Rotary year. It's not easy to chair a committee. I have been chairman of so many committees in the past, so I can talk from experience that when you're made a committee chair, you have a lot of work to do. And then it is not easy. So appreciate them for what they do. And whenever they beckon on you for any support at all, to enable their job go well. Please support them in any way possible. They are not forcing you to, but they are only seeking your support. Most of them go all out using their contacts, using their influence and all that to get support for Rotary so that our humanitarian services can continue to be ongoing. Like in Ryland, for those that were there at the opening ceremony yesterday, we'll see that we have a list of almost 10 property companies who have supported this year's Ryland. And they were all there yesterday to promote their businesses, to talk about it. This was done through the committee chairman, who is also a property person. So at times when you have this job to chair a committee, it's not an easy job. So I want to appreciate all my committee chairs for always being there and prepared to use their time, treasure, and talent in helping to drive service to humanity. I can see our PDG Dele Balogu is online. PDG Dele Balogu, I appreciate you for what you are doing. He is the chairman for, what is this committee called? It's a new committee. We all know that RI, through our donations, have given 30 million to 4 countries in Africa, for which Nigeria is one of them, for anti-malaria fight. Just like we fought polio around the world, we are beginning to fight malaria. We will eradicate malaria, especially in Africa, because in those developed world countries, I don't think they know malaria. So malaria.
Thank you, my DG.
Thank you, my PDG. You want to say a few words about the...
Well, if you give us the chance.
Yes, please go ahead, sir.
Yes, it's a grant to eradicate malaria, diarrhea, and pneumonia in Nigeria. And we have set up a technical committee. We have also set up a central working committee, putting together our application. By God's grace, all the 30 million will come to 4 countries in Africa, including Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, my DG, my PDG. So Rotarians, you see that the money we give to the foundation, the money we give, please mute your phones. The money we give to the foundation is not a waste. Like I said earlier, we give to the foundation for what we know the foundation uses this money to do. We know that those in America don't suffer malaria, and it's not part of their problem. But in Africa, it's a major issue for us in Africa. And Rotary International has magnanimously given a grant of $30 million to 4 countries in Africa, of which Nigeria is one of the largest among the 4. And we have this 30 million to share among these 4 countries. $30 million is a whole lot of money. That's from Rotary Foundation. And we're going to use it to fight these 3 diseases, malaria, diarrhea, and the other one that our PDG has just mentioned. That is another way of giving back to the society. We thank the donors and people that continue to donate to the foundation, because without donations like that to the foundation, RI will not see where to get $30 million to give Africa. Only 4 countries in Africa. I'm sure Nigeria may get a minimum $9 to $10 million. So imagine what that will do for our country and how far we'll be able to fight diarrhea or malaria, all that with that kind of money. It's a big something coming to Africa, and we're happy. So please continue giving to the foundation. Continue attracting members to Rotary. And stop deleting. I want to appreciate every Rotarian here present today I want to appreciate every Rotarian here present to have this interactive section with the DG. I appreciate you all. I appreciate all your contributions. Whatever that has been said, comments and all has been duly noted. I want to assure you that you have a listening DG that is always available, with my doors open, my ears wide open to hear your problems, to see how we can come together to ameliorate these problems. And I'm glad that you all spoke out today, and everything that has been said has been duly noted. I want to thank you for finding time today. Today it's a Monday, and yet I had so many come online to listen to this and have this section. God bless you all. And I want to thank the chairman of my public image and all his team for the good job you're doing. It's not easy to host this DG Speaks. And each time, I want to also thank the media team that have always made sure that we have a seamless, non-interactive, non-interruptions during this. We have seamless internet sections. We don't have any interruptions whatsoever. So I appreciate my media team for the good work they are doing. You can see that our internet is not blinking. We had a good section.
Yes.
And then
stepped up.
Yeah, the setup was good. We hear each other very clearly. So the Public Image Committee Chair, all its members, I appreciate you all. Thank you for joining hands with me this Rotary year to create hope in the world. An very much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, my DG. Just before we shut down the call, there was an observation about the All Nigerian Rotary Convention about non-Rotarians registering. There's no portal for you to register as a non-Rotarian. So maybe the committee can take that on board. If non-Rotarians want to attend, they might just want to register. So maybe the committee can quickly take that on board and adjust the registration portal to accommodate non-Rotarians. And also on my part, I'd like to inform everyone that I'll be coming to you shortly as a Rotary Action Plan champion for the region to start a new work to sell Rotary. So my DG, on that note, I would also be speaking with, I just heard this good news, and from the public image standpoint, it's a good news that we are bringing $30 million to fight malaria in Nigeria. So I'd like to report that news, write something out of it, and then it also helps us to boost our public image. And on that note, fellow Rotarian, my DG, we'll see you next month. Thank you very much for another wonderful session.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you to Rotarians. Happy New Year once again. This year will be a glorious one for all of us in Jesus' name. Thank you.
Amen. Amen.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Happy New Year, my DJ ma.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, man.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year all.
Happy New Year, my DG, my delightful DG.
Happy New Year, my DG. Happy New Year.
Well done, man.
Happy New Year, my DG.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, my DG. Happy birthday in advance.
To strengthen you.
Amen.
Happy New Year, my DG.
Hi, Happy New Year. Good to see you.
Very nice to see you too.
Thank you. My vice captain.
Happy New Year, my DG.
My president, Idris. Happy New Year.
Same to you, ma. Happy New Year from the Ikorodu Metro, ma. Happy New Year
Yes,
to everyone
Happy
from the
New
Ikorodu
Year.
Metro. Thank you, ma.
President, Vice Captain Ben, FGK, I can see you. Happy New Year. Once again, we were all there yesterday at Ryland. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Okay, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Abioye Onadu. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, ma.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, my DJ from Akbara.
Happy New Year, my DJ. Happy New Year. Send you well to the Akbara people. Send my regards to them and wish them Happy New Year.
They will hear my You're welcome to United States of America, my DG.
Thank you. Aderonke Jones, I can see you. Happy New Year. Thank you for being here. My PP Lucky Ayere, thank you. You've been here since the beginning. Thank you for being here.
Happy New Year, ma.
Happy, Nalode, how are you? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Sandra, good to see
Thank
you.
you, ma. Thank you, ma.
Thank you for being here. Thank you.
Happy New Year, my DG. Congratulations.
Anitayo, thank you. Good to see you. Happy New Year.
Hi, DG. Good afternoon. Happy birthday in advance.
Thank you. Thank you.
Are you January?
Yes, 12th. Come and
I am
celebrate.
10th. Oh my God.
10th. Oh, it's for the celebration is for all of us. January
Yes, sir. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Thank you. Bertrand B. Thank you. I can see you. I've not seen you this 3 years. Thank you for being here. Loye. Thank you for being online. Thank you. Oluyinka from Jago. Thank you. Jago Taswed. Thank you for being here. Sunday Adebayo. My AG. Thank you. PAG.
Yeah, my
Yes,
DG.
Thank you for being online.
I want to know why AG Abiodun Oshinibosi was toasting you. Can you explain?
He was giving a reporting speech.
He was toasting you.
Of what he was told.
You, ma. Can you explain why?
It's good to see you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, my DG.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for all you are doing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye, ma.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks. President Lara Ojo, thank you. I can see you online. My Hope President, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. A.G. Wilson, Sam Bedo, I saw you online. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you, Rotary B. Thank you for the birthday wish in advance. I appreciate. Thank you so much. Thank you all for being here. Thank you. Thank you, and God bless us all as we end this section. I wish all of us a wonderful New Year 2024. Thank you. Bye.